days are done. Keeping it on till the day stays strong. Rolling till the nighttime blazes on. All along I keep singing my song. I say, this phase is always. Sometimes I get so crazed, but just know that I'll always stay. Cause you're my light through the haze. It's time for a champion. Soothe the soul of the land. Bend the heart from the sea and sand till the sun comes up again. Time for a champion. Soothe the soul of the land. Bend the heart from the sea and sand till the sun comes up again. Reach for the sky. Keep your eye on the prize. Forever in my mind. Be my golden sunshine. It's waiting in your mind. So push them clouds aside. Forever by my side. You're my golden sunshine.
Good morning, good afternoon, hip hip hooray. This is me, myself, and I. And I am your host, as always, Anthony Hayes. You can call me AJ. I just want to give a quick shout out to Tiffany Granith, The Dirt, and Funk. Be sure to listen to their show here on Spreaker. They're absolutely brilliant. And the reason why I'm doing this here today. If you are not already doing so, please follow me on Twitter at NinjaAJ. That's Ninja, A-J-A-Y. And I'm also on Instagram, AJ_Graham. That's AJ_Graham. And of course the mothership. I know I've been talking about this for a while. The newly redesigned Me, Myself, and I Radio.com. Please, please, please check out the website. Me, Myself, and I Radio.com. As always, we got lots to talk about in less than half an hour to do it in, so let's get into Me, Myself, and I, shall we? So, today's topic is staying passionate about life. It seems as though everything may not be perfect in your life at this current juncture. But if you don't learn to be happy where you are, you will never get to where you want to be. Okay? Now, let that soak in for a second. If you want to make other people happy, you have to be happy with yourself. And that's kind of the premise of today's show, because I want to talk about a couple of things. The website. The website is up. The website is live. It's something that I've been attempting to get done. I went ahead with it on my vacation. I worked on it. Got the site up and running after a couple of phone calls to GoDaddy. We straightened everything out with the IP address and whatnot, and it's live. It's me, myself, and I Radio.com, and I'm really proud of the way it looks. I'm constantly changing it because I'm a perfectionist like that. So in the days to come, there might be little changes here and there, but hopefully you can just go straight there. All the podcasts are going to be up live. All you got to do is click play. You can go to the listen page. There's some links there, and you can listen to each podcast individually as well. So you got your one-stop shop. You got me, myself, and I Radio.com. You got Spreaker, and guess what? This is me, myself, and I. That's right. The science of being. I always go back to this because the show's kind of about that. The premise is kind of about that. Life's kind of about that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's something I've been working on for a long time. And I guess, in a sense, we're all writing our own story every day. Except many people don't get a chance to capture that. And that is exactly what I wanted to do with the science of being. Now, it's still in the works. You know, unfortunately, if you don't have money, even with self-publishing, there's still costs involved. And that's something that I'm working on. I'm sending it out this week to one of my cousins who happens to be a writer. His name is Spiro Milas. And you can find him on Facebook as well. And he's got a couple of books out. Bowtie with the newly redesigned cover. December 23, which happens to be one of my favorites. And I like to think that that is along the lines of a mini memoir, and it kind of put things in perspective for me going forth with my book. And I wanted to reach out to my cousin, somebody I could confide in, and send him a copy. And I'm going to be sending him it this week. I want to see what he thinks about it. He's got books published, so he obviously knows what he's doing. Several, actually. I want to say 4, and I apologize, Spiro, if that's wrong, if it's either more or less, but one day it'll be an infinite amount, because just like me, he's writing his own story every single day. So that's what the science being is about. I'm not trying to sell a message. I'm actually trying to deliver it. The science of being is a way of life. It's about flowing and traversing through your obstacles, no matter how vast they may seem. You see, in the end, the universe has a path for all. One of my favorite books, Prozac Nation, by a lovely young lady named Elizabeth Wurtzel. If you enjoyed that, you'll enjoy my book, because Lizzie is a great inspiration of mine, personally, and I would never compare myself to her, because she is, an amazing author, and something that I aspire to be. And, her book was made into a movie, things like that. I will never, or not really intend to accomplish. I just want to get my story out there, but she's a great inspiration of mine, nevertheless. And her memoir actually was the final push I needed to get this done, to get my memoir, quote-unquote, memoir done. Because it's not only a memoir, it's a compilation of a lot of things. And, if it inspires one person, then I did my job. That's all I can say about that. That's something we're to constantly go back on, because it's me, myself, and I can talk about whatever I want. And the science being is always something that's going to be one of those. And Modest Yahoo, one of my favorite artists, actually has a new album that came out June 3rd, so I'm a little behind on the times here, but Akita is the name of it. That's Akeda, and that's Modest Yahoo's new album out, available. And once again, he will be in concert November the 8th. That's right, Saturday, November the 8th in Boca Raton at Meisner Park Amphitheater. I'm going. I know my buddy Mark is down, because he already messaged me about it. And whoever else wants to go, I implore you, grab a ticket. There's no assigned seating, from what I understand, in the amphitheater, as most aren't. We'll get together, we'll meet outside. Hell, we'll even carpool. If you're interested in going, I'm definitely going to be there. I already put in the request at work for it, and we're going to make it happen. Blake Lewis's new album. I like to talk about music a lot, because it's something that inspires me, and I've said this before, but I like to be redundant to get my point across. Music's a universal language. We've previewed Blake Lewis tracks on this show. We've previewed Marty's work. We've previewed artists like Lindsey Sterling, Darren Hayes. It's a little tight network that keeps me grounded when I listen to them, and I hope it'll do the same for other people. Blake Lewis's new album is out. It's available. iTunes. Scoop it up wherever you can. It's called Portrait of a Chameleon, and it's brilliant. Compared to his other 2 albums, I like to put this one up on a pedestal, because I personally was involved in it. His campaign was on Pledge Music. I got involved with that. Blake is a stand-up guy. He's a phenomenal artist, and that's the reason why I like him. It's people like him that give people like me hope in staying passionate about life, because you come across people in your life you never thought you would consider an acquaintance or a friend, maybe a family. So when you come across people like this that share such a strong message through their music, it makes you feel all those things. And of course, Lindsey Stirling's new album, Shatter Me, is also out. She also had a campaign on Pledge Music. This is a huge thing, this Pledge Music. 311's got an album they put through there. It's a really unique way for artists to get the fans involved. Everything from previewing tracks on the album, behind the scenes pictures, photographs, updates. It's something I've personally never seen before, and if I made music, I would use a platform like this because it really brings you down to earth, as opposed to like a Lady Gaga type who's in some respect untouchable. This really brings it back to its roots, to its music, and to the people that they perform for, the fans. And everything that they do on Pledge Music is for that reason. So you can stay up to date on your favorite artists as their works are evolving. So that's another campaign. Shatter Me, Lindsey Stirling. Guess what? Her album is out. That's right. And with staying passionate, you can never let up. All right? Never backing down is something that you always want to aspire to do. Just like these artists do. Just like I did. I put myself out there. I said, I love talk radio. I got the resources. I have the creative vision in my mind. Let me record a podcast. Is anybody listening? I don't know. But I'm talking. So hopefully I'm coming across and it's you that's getting involved with me, myself, and I. That's right. Because together we can stay passionate and we can aspire others to do so. We can do it through music. We can do it through talk, laugh, writing, being creative. That's what life's all about. At least I like to think so. And that's the way it's always been for me. When you tell somebody you're writing a book or you're a quote-unquote author or whatever the case is, I guess in a way anybody can say that. Truth be told, I've been writing for a very long time. I was always into that in high school, in English class. Even after I graduated, I always had a quote-unquote little black book, you know what I mean? Something I used to jot down, little journals and poetry and stories and things like that. So it's always something that's been close to me and close to my heart. So to call myself an author, honestly, I wouldn't have, but somebody else did that for me. And that's what gave me the vote of confidence to say, hey, yeah, guess what? I wrote a book. I am an author. And that's not me putting myself on a pedestal. That's somebody that I respect and confide in, who happens to be a funny story how we actually came together. I was walking my dog, and he was walking his dog, and we got to talking, and kind of just went off from there, and we've been keeping in touch. And he approached me about coming on the show, actually, so I hope that's something we can do very, very soon, because this guy is just, man, I just look up to guys like Jason because he's just so charismatic. If I had to sum this guy up in one word, it's charisma, because he's got it. And if we can get him on here, if we can get him on Me, Myself, and I, you'll see exactly why. Not only is he a brilliant writer, author, poet, he's just a great guy. And that's why I like him. So, stay passionate. I'm going to. And with your help, everybody else can. Well, that's just about it for me for today. So,